Hi everyone. I know the lighting and the quality is awful, and I could use this as a reason to just shut it off, turn it off, and go to bed. However, I've been really feeling drawn to get on here and tap with all of you. I have so many ideas, so many visions, so many topics, so many things, to the point where every time I hear something or do something or feel something, I'm like, oh my God, I want to tap about this. I want to turn this into a tapping script, or I just want to pop on and do this. And I have been tapping way more personally for myself. I haven't come out and shared this publicly or with a lot of people. I've been trying to navigate it and feel it out with my close family and friends, but it is something that's been impacting my day-to-day, and something that I think is really important to share, because I am learning a lot about myself and our brain and our emotions and everything, and tapping has been helping me through this, so I feel drawn to share it. I got injured 3 weeks ago at work. I was cleaning under the table and the leg gave out on me, and I got hit in the back of the head. And I remember standing up and being a little off, but okay. And then the next day I had a headache the whole day. That Monday I went to work and I felt nauseous. The lights were so bright. I was so overwhelmed, and I just was I need to go. I think I might have a concussion. I need to go get this checked out. And urgent care, I went to emergency room. None of it was fun. My primary care had just shut down her practice, so I don't have a doctor, and I just was something's wrong. And then I woke up in the middle of the night, and the back of my head was hurting. And then it dawned on me that this is the same place I got hurt. I don't know if it was last year. I worked at the school for 2 years, so it was one of the years I was there. So I had the same student 2 years in a row, and he chucked a toy at the back of my head, and I fell to the ground, was out for 3 days. I remember just sitting in the dark and milking this injury to the point that I felt better in 3 days and I was fine. And I also think I had concussions in college, but now that I'm experiencing this concussion that I have right now, and how it's impacting my day to day, I don't think I've ever been concussed before, not to this level, right? And don't get me wrong, I know there's way more there's worse, and people my people I know near and dear to me have had traumatic brain injuries. I'm not trying to belittle that at all or belittle my own, but I just feel drawn to share this, and I'm getting emotional sharing it. But I lights are too much, hint why it's dark. I have a salt lamp, I can't overdo the lights. Too much physical activity, I feel nauseous. I was playing basketball in gym with one of my students, and I just was down for the count the rest of the day. It was so awful. And then my vision, it's gotten better, but I couldn't focus my eyes for too long. I went to an eye doctor. I still want to get more medical support if the symptoms continue to get worse or not get better. But anyways, the reason I'm sharing all this is in an effort to take care of myself and still be able to work, because I did take time off again. I just feel this isn't my year. Wow, I'm getting emotional. It's not easy being out of work. I love it, but I hate it at the same time. But okay, that's a whole nother topic. To help myself, I'm doing less screen time. I finally set the screen time limit on my phone. I'm wearing sunglasses when I'm at work in the fluorescent lights, or if it's too bright when I walk the dog. And I'm taking intentional eye rests. At first I was what the hell is that? What does that mean? So I literally, wherever I am, I try to make it as dark as possible, and I lay down, I take my Nod Pod, and then I also put my eye pillow on my forehead, because the coolness of the pillow feels good on my head, and the weighted blankets on my eyes help me to just really be dark and relaxed. And I take these intentional 20-minute eye rests, and I set my timer. It is so hard. My brain is like, I just want to pick up my phone or do this or do that. Like, I can't just sit there, and it's like, holy moly, like, and I try to meditate, and then I think of like things to tap on, and like it's been great because it's been such a test of like, oh my gosh, like we rely so much on screens to check the time, to go places, to communicate, to work, to just our whole world is screens. And like right now I'm on a screen. It's wild. Like I start having conversations with like Alexa, like when I'm laying on the couch, because like I just feel like I have to like ask a question and get information. Like it's really hard for me to just sit there and be, and I'm loving it because it's a good tool and it's like what I need to do. And then it reminds me, I have my notebook in front of me. I wish I usually am pretty good about dating things. I wrote this like I think back in January when I first started the 6 for 60 day challenge. One of my things that I've been doing, and I've been pretty good about it, give or take a couple days, because I usually cheat on the weekends, but like less screen time. Like I do not bring my phone up into bed. And let me tell you, before my concussion even, I was like, wanted to roll over and check this or send this or do that or text this person or stop. And like, thank goodness my phone is downstairs and I'm not getting out of bed to get it, but that's hard. But what I have in front of me is less screen time, less screen, more seen. And I have like a whole tapping script that I want to do about it. And it's funny because it's relatable to all people, but I've been thinking as I tap every morning how I want to do something about like loving my brain and dive in deeper about this experience of my concussion, because I feel like whether people have had concussions or head injuries or just anything where it's a good message, because people just need to like, we need to slow down. We need to not rely on our screens, but like, how do you not? It is hard. So yeah, the first 7 minutes of this video is me venting, and hopefully I'll eventually get to like tapping, but wow. Like I always see the silver lining on things, and I wish I didn't have this concussion, and I wish I was feeling better. It's been 3 weeks. They say it takes 4 to 6 weeks. I'm trying to be patient. I notice when I do the things like less screen time, less light, less noise, and actually take more rests. Like I am now scheduling in breaks during my workday to do these rests, because that's what I need to do to get through the day and not feel like I get home at 2:33 and I'm in a dark room, prisoner to my bedroom with no lights and no sounds and no screens because I overdid it. So that's why I need to take the breaks throughout the day. So. And then you're probably like, oh, you're still going to post all these things on social media and all. Yeah, because I am doing it intentionally. And when I go on, I'm not on for long. I have my plan. I have my mission. I post. I do what I have to do. And I move on. And tapping has helped me. It continues to help me through some very difficult times. So if I can give that to others, like tomorrow night, I will be hosting a tapping and tea virtually. It's 30 minutes. I will make sure that's 30 minutes of screen time that I don't do on my phone or for personal use. I will save it for this because that's important to me, and that's what I need right now in my life. So I wrote this script back when I was walking. Wow, I just went on a tangent. Back when I was walking 2 miles a day, which I loved it. It was so good for me, but I stopped it. And yes, at first it was because of my concussion, but then I was told it was good to move, but then I was told it was not to overdo it, so I was like, Rah. So I just haven't done it. I haven't, because I am prioritizing coming home, laying on the couch, putting my Nod Pod, my eye mask on, and just relaxing, and that is trumping the walks, which is fine, right? It is what it is. But when I was doing those walks, holy moly, like the clarity, the thoughts, the therapy that came from it was amazing. So I have in my notebook, I'm just going to read it out loud, and then I'm going to just go ahead and dive into some tapping. Everyone that knows me, everyone that knows me knows that I love a good rhyme, a good slogan, a good saying, a good catchy phrase. So less screen, more seen, right? So if you are not on your screen all the time and like present in life, There's more to be seen, right? So everywhere I go, I see people on their screens. Restaurants, meetings, like you'll be at a meeting, everyone's looking at their phone. Walking, when I walk Ada, I live in a condo complex, there's people walking their dogs all the time. People are always on their phone. Even driving. When I'm driving and I see someone and I stop at a red light or drive by someone, they're on their phone. At the store, when people are shopping, chores, there's my rhyme. Screens are everywhere. They are everywhere. Even when people watch TV, I am totally guilty for this. You'll be finally be like, yes, I'm gonna lay down, I pick a movie, watch it, and then you're on your phone. You're on the little screen and not even paying attention to the other screen, the big screen. It's all around us. Family dinners, holidays, and more. Everywhere. Screens are everywhere. Everyone. We're all addicted. It's wild. Because you don't want to miss out. It's become a habit. You have to check it. You have to. You can't not pick it up. Like, I don't even need to pick it up right now, and I picked it up out of habit. If I don't have it in the room, I'm like, oh my God, where's my phone? But then I move on. What if I miss something important? Oh my gosh. It's like, this is how we operate. I will make an effort to keep my phone in my pocket when I walk, not in my hand. That was me thinking of this as I was doing my active walking. So I can see the beautiful tree, the sky, the sun. I can actually smile and wave at the man who isn't on his phone, that I almost missed that opportunity because I was on my phone. Like, what happened to, like, normal human connection? Just smiling and waving and talking to people, not texting. But then the next person I passed and was, like, ready to smile at was on their phone. Doing my 5 senses, like walking. What do I smell? What do I see? What do I feel? What do I hear? What do I taste? And also, like, if I can be this intentional with walking, I need to be this intentional with driving. Like, just drive, Colleen. Enjoy the view. Stop worrying about what's on the radio or asking Siri if someone texted you, or just enjoy. Be present. Have a conversation. Actively listen. Do you know how many times I've talked to people and they're like looking at their phone or checking their phone real quick and not listening to me? Or just close your eyes, which is just so funny because there's like an arrow near that for a different purpose. But now I'm like, it's almost like I knew I was coming. It's like, I can't think of the words right now, but like, wow, I'm getting all jumbled up. Just say, Colleen, whether it makes sense or not. Me being intentional about wanting to have less screen time and now being forced to so I can heal my brain. Like, holy moly. It's not like I predicted this. Like, what's the word I'm thinking of? Like, again, at the end of the day, the words I need don't come to my brain. But, yeah. So it's like, I wanted this. Like, I wanted less screen time. And then it's like, I did not want this head injury. I did not want the headaches and all the other side effects that I've been dealing with come with it. But it's like, oh my gosh. But point is, put the screens away, just fall asleep and breathe. So if anyone is watching this, already gotten through the 13 minutes and not given up on me and are actually ready to tap, maybe I'll put in the comment or the description to just jump ahead to minute 14 or 15 when I actually tap. Do this. Do yourself a favor today. Do not just go to bed without your phone. Put it on the other side of the room. Put it downstairs. Tell Alexa to set an alarm or ask someone that lives with you to wake you up, like, or get an old school alarm. A Nest.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Alexa, I was just talking about you. Sorry.
Sorry, I don't know that one.
Okay, so here we go. I'm going to start on this side of the hand. So yeah, before we begin, let's slow down, Colleen. Breathe. Let's rock and roll. Rock in your seat. Roll those shoulders. Smell the flowers. And blow out the candles. I tapped with someone earlier today, and I feel like I always do smell flowers and blow out the candles with the kids, and I'm like, is this corny with the adults? I'm like, no, Colleen, it's you. It's your thing. Do you? And I was like, as I was doing it, I was like, smell the flowers. And I just pictured this whole beautiful bouquet of flowers. And I was like, And I said that, I'm like, smell the flowers, picture a whole bouquet and just smell it. And then blow out all the candles on your birthday cake. That really helps. So smell the flowers and blow out the candles. I always feel a million times better just when I do that. So you're welcome. All right, now we're going to start on the side of the hand. Repeat after me. I use screens a lot. And you repeat after me. I use screens every part of my day. And that's okay. I love and accept myself anyway. I want to be more intentional about less screen time. And be truly present with more me time. We live in a world of screens. I feel seen. And I love and accept myself. Top of the head. Everywhere I go, I see people on their screens. Eyebrow point. When I'm out at restaurants and people go out to eat. Side of the eye. Could be a table of 4 people, 2 couples. Under the eyes, and each person is on their phone. Under my nose, or your nose, under the nose. I see people on the screens at meetings. Under the mouth, whether checking the time real quick or on the phone instead of listening. Collarbone point. I see people on the screens when they're walking. Under the arms. I even see people on their screens when they're driving. Under the chest. People are on their screens when they're shopping in the stores. Wrist point. People even use screens when they do chores. I'm going to keep going, don't worry, but I just wanted to pause and breathe because maybe one of you or some of you felt seen just by doing that, saying that stuff out loud. Like, oh shit, I went out to eat last weekend and I was on my phone the whole time. Or, yeah, I was texting and driving today. It's not to shame or blame, it's just to bring awareness because I am guilty of all of these too. Screens are everywhere. Like, you're looking at one now. To tap with me, like, let's be real. Oh! It's like a blessing and a curse, right? All right, side of the hand again. Hyena. I use my screens a lot. Sometimes I can't help it. I do it a lot. I am on a screen nonstop. I can't do my job without a screen. I feel seen. And I still love and accept myself. Top of the head. Even when I watch TV, I'm on a screen. Eyebrow point. Watching the big screen TV is not enough. Side of the eye. I'm scrolling on my little screen too. Under the eyes. At family dinners, I look around and almost everyone is on their phone. Under the nose. The same go for holidays too. Under the mouth. I'm on my phone because I don't want to miss out. Collarbone point. Or it's simply just a really bad habit. Under the arms. Where's my phone? I have to check it. Under the chest. What if I miss something important? Phones and screens are everywhere. Take a moment to breathe. Then we're going to get into our last round. I'm going to have us go right to the top of the head. I will make an effort to keep my phone in my pocket. Eyebrow point. I will make an effort to keep my phone in my pocket when I go for walks. Side of the eye. Or even if I go from place to place. Under the eyes. I will not have it in my hand. Under the nose. I will walk down the hall to the bathroom without my phone. Under the mouth. I will go for a walk outside without my phone. Collarbone point. So I can see the beautiful tree. Under the arms. So I can look up at the gorgeous sky. Under the chest. Admire the sun or the clouds. Wrist point. I will be looking ahead instead of down. Top of the head. Because when I walk without a phone, eyebrow point, I can actually smile and wave at the people I pass. Side of the eye, because if I was on my phone, I would have missed the man that was not. Eyebrow point. But then I realized the next person I pass is. Under the nose. It's hard to be present when others are not. Under the mouth. I'm going to be intentional about doing more to be present. Collarbone point. I'm going to put down my phone and do the 5 senses. Under the arms. What do I see right now? Under the chest. What do I smell right now? Wrist point. What do I feel? Top of the eye. What do I taste? Eyebrow point. What do I hear? Side of the eye. What can I touch? Eyebrow point. I'm going to be more present. Under the nose. I'm going to put down my phone and have a face-to-face conversation. Under the mouth. And I'm going to actively listen. Collarbone point. That means listening actively and not thinking about something else or what I'm going to say next. Under the arms, I'm going to actually listen to the person and what they have to say. Under the chest, and give my brain permission to turn off and my ears to truly turn on. I'm going to remember to just be present and breathe. So I can close my eyes and dream. Hope that helps some of you tonight. Go to bed. I have written no phone in bed to keep going and more about the sleeping, but I just wanted to kind of wrap it up there. I've been doing this for 27 minutes, so whoever watches this whole thing, please message me, comment, like it, something. I want to know if anyone actually stayed on for this long, so thank you. Yeah, that felt good to just come on and be vulnerable and honest and not overthink these notes I took 40 days ago and just go with it. Less screen, more seen. Bye, guys.